The bell over the dusty road diner jingled as a small girl pushed her rusted bicycle inside. It was the kind of bike no one would ever bother stealing. Bent spokes, peeling blue paint, a seat patched with duct tape. The girl herself looked just as worn. Sleeves too short for her arms, shoes with the soles nearly flapping off, dark curls tied into a messy ponytail. Her eyes were the saddest part, big, brown, and filled with a fear no child should ever carry. Sitting in the corner booth were three men wearing the black and silver leather of the Iron Hounds Motorcycle Club, big, loud, and impossible to ignore. Brick Mason, Ace, and Moose, known in town as trouble to bad men and salvation to good ones. Brick spotted the girl first. "Hey, sweetheart," he said gently. "You dragging that bike in to eat with you?" "No, sir. I want to sell it." Brick blinked. "Sell your bike?" She nodded. "I need money. My mom hasn't eaten in 2 days." The diner went silent. Even the cook paused mid-flip of a burger. Ace leaned forward, voice soft but steady. "Where's your dad, kid?" He left a while ago." Her voice cracked, but she pushed on, determined. "But Mom always made things work, until someone took our stuff. Everything. They took our rent money, they took her purse, they took our groceries. She just sits on the couch now. She says she's dizzy all the time." Brick exchanged a look with the others. That wasn't neglect. That was survival breaking down. "What's your name?" "Emma. Emma Collins." "And you want us to buy your bike?" Moose asked, eyes softening. Emma nodded fiercely. "Please, I know it's not worth much, but maybe you can give me $10. That's enough to get bread and soup." Brick stood so fast his chair screeched. "Emma, sit down." She froze. "We're not buying your bike," he said. Her face fell in instant disappointment. "We're helping you," he continued, voice low but firm. "But we need to know who took everything." A tiny spark of hope lit her eyes. It was Mr. Tate, the landlord. That name snapped the air in half. Ace cursed under his breath. Moose clenched his fists. Everyone in town knew Martin Tate, the slumlord who charged triple rent, let buildings rot, and preyed on families who couldn't fight back. But stealing groceries, stealing rent money from a struggling mother, that was a new low. Brick knelt in front of Emma, meeting her at eye level. "You did the right thing coming here." Emma sniffed. I didn't know where else to go." "You came to the right place," Brick said. Moose rose, crackling his knuckles. "Let's go pay Mr. Tate a visit." The Iron Hounds rode behind Emma as she pedaled her tiny blue bike down the cracked sidewalk. Her legs pumped hard, determination pushing her faster than she should have been able to go. When they reached the Collinses building, a sagging, moldy apartment complex with boarded-up windows, Brick's jaw tightened. Emma unlocked their door. Inside, the apartment was freezing. Furniture missing, empty cabinets, a single blanket on the couch where her mother lay pale and trembling. "Mom," Emma whispered, "I brought help." Mrs. Collins struggled to sit up. "Emma, you shouldn't have." Brick stepped forward. "Ma'am, with all respect, your daughter is braver than half the town. We're gonna fix this." Mrs. Collins' eyes filled with tears. "He took everything, said we were behind on rent, which we're not. He cornered me in the hall, grabbed my purse, then he came back yesterday and took our food." Moose muttered something unrepeatable. Ace looked around. "Where is he now?" Emma pointed. "His office. Next building." Brick nodded. "Stay with your mom, sweetheart. We'll be right back." Tate's office was on the second floor, a small room with peeling paint and a metal desk covered in unpaid bills that weren't his. When the Iron Hounds entered, Tate jumped. "What the hell is this? You can't just walk." Brick slammed a receipt book on the desk. "You robbed a struggling family twice." Tate sputtered, face turning purple. I didn't steal. They owe me rent. They don't, Ace said calmly. We checked. I'm legally entitled. You're legally scum, Moose interrupted. Tate stood, jabbing a finger at them. You bikers think you own the town. You don't scare. Brick grabbed his shirt, pulled him forward, and whispered, You took food from a starving mother. Tate's face went pale. Who does that? Brick growled. No one, Tate stammered. I can give it back. I'll return everything. You'll do better, Ace said coldly. You're giving the Collinses 6 months free rent, and you're replacing every item you stole. Tate's jaw dropped. 6 months? Are you insane? Moose leaned close. We haven't even started. Tate caved instantly. When the Iron Hounds returned, they carried bags, groceries, medicine, blankets, and a heater Tate never intended to return. Emma rushed forward, barely able to breathe. Is he coming back? She whispered. Brick smiled. Not unless he wants to lose more than money. They stocked the fridge, set up the heater, tucked Mrs. Collins under warm blankets, and cooked soup that filled the apartment with real comfort for the first time in months. Mrs. Collins cried quietly. I don't know how to thank you. You don't have to, Brick said. Emma looked at her dusty bicycle in the corner. Do I still need to sell it? Not a chance, Ace said. But we are fixing it up. Brick nodded. Brand new tires, new paint, and a bell that could wake the whole street. Emma's eyes widened with joy for the first time in weeks. Really? Really, Moose grinned. That night, as the Iron Hounds left the Collins' apartment, Emma ran to the door and called out, Thank you for helping my mom. Brick turned back. Kid, that's what family does. Emma didn't understand at first, but she would, because from that day on, the Iron Hounds weren't just bikers. They were her family, and the people who made sure no one ever took anything from her again.